Cracking Thai in 10 Sentences, episode number 7. Now, we've been away for a couple of weeks, and I would ask you, please push the algorithm. YouTube penalizes people when you don't post. I haven't posted for a couple of weeks, and now we're cranking the views back up again. So push this out. The way this works, I'll put the first 3 of 10 sentences out for everybody on YouTube. If you like this, you can come into jacademy.com to see the rest of them. Just join the Ultimate Thai Learning Bundle or Minecraft and you'll get full access to full episodes of this series. And honestly, these sentence specimens collated by David Martin are some of the best specimens of real Thai out there. Okay, let's get started. I'm using my interface here. I'm going to fetch a random set of 10 sentences. I don't know what sentences are going to come up. Bang, there they are. We have our 10 sentences here. This is the index, so what number sentence out of 4,000 sentences they are. This one here is from set 9, it's the first sentence, and if we do need to see in context, they'll be down here. Sometimes they will have context or make more sense, sometimes they're totally random. Okay, so let's start. Okay, this word is very interesting. บังเอิญจริงๆ The word บังเอิญ. If ever you see this letter, yor ying, at the end of a word, you can pretty much guarantee that it's coming from Khmer. Now, sometimes it will be a Sanskrit word at the end, or sometimes it will just be a pure Khmer word, but you'll have this. Originally, yor ying is nyon ying. It's this palatized kind of nya, yn sound. So, for example, if you speak Isan, northeastern Thai, the word for mosquito, nyong, it would be this sound. Now, Bangkok has lost the nya sound. When you see 2 of these letters together, you'll get it in words like sanya, panya. But if you find it at the end of a word like this, it's pronounced just as an N. Now, if this were still in Khmer, it would be eng and sort of nasalized, almost like a Vietnamese NH as well, if you speak Vietnamese. So this word bang earn, normally this is extended from something, maybe burn or something, burn bang earn. So bang earn just means bang earn. It just so happens. So by accident. And then here, jing jing. And again, you see, because it's jaw, raw, ngo, this is an over Khmerization of the word really. Now, I've covered this in other episodes of Cracking Thai in 10. This is actually coming from the word zhen in Chinese, meaning really. But they wanted to make it look, I guess, more high, more holy. And so they put this ra re to make it look Khmer, but it's actually not a Khmer word. So these are 2 Khmer looking words, but this is a fake one. Bang earn. It just so happened, jing jing. Really or truly. So what a coincidence. It just so happened really. And you can say that, bang earn jing jing. Oh, it was just a coincidence that it happened. You'll often hear Thais say, they were going about their business and then bang earn, the police officer walked over. Bang earn, this car just pulled in front. And so not so much as what a coincidence, but it just so happened then that like something just coming out of the blue. So this is a really good word to have, bang earn or bang earn jing jing. You can use it either way. Next sentence. So this sentence number 2, which is number 1400 from set 70. Here you see ฉันเขินนะ. Okay, so first of all, the word ฉัน, it's a lady speaking. You'll also notice if you've ever gone out and sung karaoke, that the word chan is also used by males, but that's only really in poetic language. In everyday speak, guys don't use the word chan, use pom or whatever the appropriate pronoun is. Maybe p for older brother or sister, whatever it is. But chan ken na. This word here, ken, a few things to notice about it. First of all, it's not it's it's an open vowel. It's like this schwa sound. Don't say kun, okay? ฉันเขิน and because it's a ขอไข่ it's a high class consonant, which in Bangkok Thai means you're going to rise up. So ฉันเขิน and เขิน means shy. Now you may have learnt the word embarrassed, I or น่าละอาย. That's embarrassing, that's shameful. But here is เขิน. It's another word. It's like เขิน. So often you may hear girls say that, oh, could you just do this, or smile, or pose, or ask them to do something. Maybe could you do a presentation, and the response inevitably will come back as เขิน. Notice that เขิน and so I'm shy, I'm embarrassed. So ฉันเขินนะ Now this na we've covered in a lot of previous episodes. That's a particle at the end, almost like that net particle in Japanese, na, where it's basically assuming that the person you're speaking to knows what you're saying and kind of agrees with it. So ฉันเขินนะ It's like saying, oh, but I'm shy, you know. And yeah, I know. That's probably what the response that they're wanting to elicit from the person that they're saying they're shy to. So ฉันเขินนะ I'm really shy, but I'll do it. You see a lot of Instagram models that may have said, oh, I don't want to take a shot. Oh, you've got the camera there. Okay. And you get these. So that's sort of fake เขิน but เขิน shy, embarrassed. Next sentence. Okay. Number 3173 or sentence 3 from this set. This is awesome. So many lessons in this one. And it's great that this is number 3 because it's the last sentence for YouTube. But have a look at this word. You'll see a lot of these. Just remember, whenever you see this, it's a shortener. So if you don't see anything on this side of it, okay, the base vowel is so that is by itself. But here you see these two, like looks like maihanakat, this on the other side, that's a shortener of a vowel. So this word here, both of them short, is ta, and this is lo. Talot means to fight. And normally talot is like a verbal fight, an argument. Okay. So talot, make sure when you say that it's not talot. You can hear talot. That's not cut off. It needs to be cut off. And that's what those, I often think of them as staccato markers. This sala'at here. Once it's put on, it makes it staccato. So you need to cut it off in your throat. So talot, cut it off, not talot, and it's short. So fighting or arguing, arai. And here you have the again in arai. It's short, arai, talot, arai. And the particle here, I know I've spoken about this in other clips, gan. Gan is this reciprocation going back and forth. If you speak Chinese, the word xiang. So if in Chinese you wanted to say to love each other, it would be xiang ai. So you have the word xiang first and then ai. In Thai, this xiang, xie, ge, gan is the same reciprocation particle, but it's put on the end. So rak, love, lak gan. Xiang ai, lakkan, xiang ai, lakkan, to love one another. So you can see this shift in Chinese from that xiang particle to the gan particle at the end in Thai. So what does all this mean together? Talot arai. What are you arguing about? Gan, together. And so this gan has this reciprocation feeling. It gives movement to the phrase. And you'll often hear gan thrown at the end of the word. And I'll hear foreigners speaking Thai, and they might say everything kind of grammatically correct, but these little particles like gan are left off where Thais would normally throw it in. So, for example, oh, what are you talking about? Learner of Thai might come in and say, Put alai yu? What are you speaking about? But the Thais, when they walk into the room, they see two people talking or doing what they say, oh, put alai gan yu? Tamalai gan yu? What are you speaking about? Tamalai gan. What are you doing? And doing together. Now, it doesn't mean that they're doing something together, maybe that they should or shouldn't be doing, but it just means, you know, what are you guys up to? What are you doing in here? This gan gives a feeling of more than one person in that sense. So you're going to have to get a feel for using this, but generally it's a reciprocated action. So, tala arai gan. What are you fighting about? What are you arguing about? Key points in this one, short vowels, and that staccato sign is a good sign to lock your throat off, and the particle gan. So gan is reciprocation. Let's just have a look down here what they're actually saying in context. So, จะบ้าหรือไง? Oh, okay, how many thousands times have I heard this? จะบ้าหรือยังไง? Are you crazy? Are you stupid? And here's another particle, ไง from อย่างไรยังไง. So, จะบ้าหรือยังไง? Are you stupid or not? Or what are you? And then the next one is ยังพอมีเวลา. Yeah, we still have enough time. ยังพอมีเวลา. Notice that it's not มีเวลาพอ to have enough time. เวลาพอ เวลา time พอ enough. But here it says ยังพอ still enough. มีเวลา to have time. So ยังพอมีเวลา. We still have enough time. This sentence structure is very Thai. And you will often hear foreigners when they're speaking Thai not really structure sentences like that. They might say ยังมีเวลาพอ but Thais would say ยังพอมีเวลา and then the next one, number 12, เขาถูกใส่ร้าย okay, so ใส่ร้าย means basically someone sabotaged them. What does it say? Oh, it doesn't have a translation here. And then ทะเลาะอะไรกัน what are you guys fighting about? So obviously maybe this has come from a drama or something, or a movie where people are fighting, and these are actually, all the sentences here are pretty high frequency sentences that you'll find in everyday life, especially if you're fighting or walking into an argument. To all the people in YouTube world, don't forget to like, subscribe, come into Discord server. For those who are in J Academy and watching the next 7 sentences, let's go.